Hi, 7th graders. Today's lesson is the YouTube video on expanding your evidence and research, as well as growing your outline and starting your intros. So that's what I will be talking about today on our video. So first of all, the idea that that we're focusing on will be on the attached notes. So just make sure you take a peek at those notes. I'm continuing to add to the notes, so it's under May 8th for today's lesson. So just double check that. Also, I attached the boxes and bullets outline again, just to make it easy for you to access, to see how you can continue to grow that outline. So when you were thinking about how to write an argument and how to do that well, one of the things we need to do is collect evidence, which is what you've been doing for the last couple days. But when you collect the evidence, I want you to think about the various sides to that story. So you need to look at how people would argue against what you're saying and really start to develop more evidence to help back up your side of the argument with the knowledge of the other side. So that will help with arguing for your side. The other thing is to make sure your position, your claim, and your reasons are clear. You don't want the reader trying to guess what you're trying to prove. You want it completely clear, boldly stated. And next, you want to choose evidence that's going to compel your reader to agree with you. So you want evidence that's powerful, that's proven, that's not just an opinion, but maybe has some science behind it or some statistics behind it. So really be strategic with which pieces of evidence you choose. You want to make sure your claim is clear. You want to make sure your reasons are based on the evidence. So that's why that research goes hand in hand with developing that outline. So then continue to work on your boxes and bullets and grow your outline. And then when you are using the URL sites to save for your sources, what you want to do when you are citing those sources is to say according to the scientist's name, or according to and the news source's name. And then you can either quote it with quotation marks, or you can paraphrase what that article said in your own words in your argument. What you want to do also is show the relationship between the source and the information. So how does that source, what's their credibility? Why does that source make sense in defending this argument? So tie that together. Okay, so those are the ideas for today. And then the next step is your intro. So remember that good intros start with good leads, and those are the way that we hook our reader. So we want to use bold statements, quotes, or maybe even staccato writing with the one-word sentences. You really hook your reader. And then you're going to clearly state your claim. You're going to state what you're going to prove. Scientists say, research shows, it is believed, it is proven, something like that. And then clearly state what you are claiming. And then list the reasons, because X, Y, Z. So list your 3 reasons. In your first paragraph, you can give some ideas of what the rest of the paper is going to be about, but you don't want to go into depth with your information on your evidence. Leave that for your body paragraphs. You also want to make sure that the reader understands where you're going, but not necessarily all the details yet. Try to shoot for 6 sentences for your intro. Really work on that. If you are writing and keep on going with your writing, I'm okay with that, but what I ask of you is that each day that I have a lesson, I want you to listen to the lesson or read the lesson, and then look back at that section of the paper that I talked about, and just make sure you're on point with what you're supposed to be doing, and maybe just editing or adding things based on my lesson to make sure that you're doing the things based on what we're supposed to learn in our curriculum. So I'm okay with it. I know when I'm writing a paper and it's flowing, I don't want to stop sometimes. So if you're going and you're continuing to write, that's okay. But what I ask you to do is go back, and then that might be more of an editing piece, but that's okay as long as you're making sure you're checking all your boxes and getting everything in. You could also pause your writing and continue to grow your outline. So that might help as well. And that's it for our lesson today. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Get outside and enjoy the sunshine. I hope that your families are doing well, and I hope you're doing well. Please wish your moms a happy Mother's Day for me, and make sure you remember them and make them feel special on Sunday. Write a note or a card, or spoil them with not having to do the chores or whatever. I'm listing all the things I would like, so I'm sure your moms would like that too. I hope you guys are well. Take care. Miss you lots. Bye.